I am logged in as a sample student into the Moodle course Jumpstart into Moodle. In this screencast, I'm going to demonstrate how to access and edit your profile. There are a number of ways to access your profile. You can simply go to the upper right-hand corner of most Moodle course pages and look for "You are logged in as" your name. And when you click on your name, you will be able to view your profile page. Another way to access your profile is to use the navigation block. As you look in the navigation block, you will see My Profile, and you can click on View Profile from the navigation block. The My Profile page appears. When you access your profile by clicking on View Profile underneath My Profile in the navigation block, you cannot edit your profile from this page. The same is true if you have accessed your profile by clicking on your name in the upper right-hand corner. However, if you do arrive at your profile page from either of those links, simply look for the administration block, or in older versions of Moodle, the settings block. Look at My Profile settings. You will see Edit Profile. To edit your profile, click on Edit Profile, and you will see the Edit Profile screen appear. You may or may not have the ability to change information in some of these fields that display. This depends on how your Moodle site administrator has set profile settings at your site. In this case, the student can change his or her name by clicking and editing the first name field or the last name field. Let me draw your attention to email address. It's always a great idea to check the email address that has been entered in this profile field. Make sure this address is correct. If not, change it, or make sure that you have an email address entered that is one you check on a daily basis. The display of the email is up to you in many Moodle sites by default. You can hide it from everyone, allow everyone to see it, or allow only course members to see your email address. The format you receive your email, you have the choice of plain text or pretty HTML format. You have a choice here of whether or not to subscribe to forums. I would recommend that for most users you want to leave that set to no, don't automatically subscribe me to forums. There are many course participants, your mailbox could be flooded. Forum tracking is a feature that lets you know in the course when new posts have been made. When editing text, use the HTML editor or use standard web forms. Most users definitely want to leave this set at use HTML editor. If you change this to use standard web forms, you will lose the rows of the editor, the text editor that you see here, and you will have to control how you enter information by using HTML tags. Most users definitely want to use the HTML editor. Select a country. Just use the pop-up menu. City, enter your location. Do know that other users will see this when they view your profile. Time zone is an interesting profile field. When this is set to server's local time, the time that is placed on posts when you submit assignments would be stamped with the time you did it according to the server. If you live in a different part of the country or world from the server, it's not going to reflect the actual time that you completed a post or completed an activity in Moodle. In this case, since it's server's local time, the individual user would want to scroll through this list of choices to pick a time that matches his or her location. Preferred language. This controls keywords that you see in Moodle. It does not translate all of the text information and so on in Moodle that's provided as course materials. For example, if you would change this to Spanish, block names, instead of displaying in English, would display in Spanish. Finally, two important fields are the description field. This is where you can enter a brief description of yourself. Be aware that other users will see this description. you may enter a user picture. You can do so by clicking on Add a File, and the file picker appears, and you can navigate to a file on your own computer or server, wherever the picture file is located. To navigate to Files, you would click on Upload a File and click on Choose File. And then you would look through your own folders to pick the correct location and file. Back to description, I'm just going to enter a brief sentence here. And this is just to demonstrate where this description will appear. I'm going to click Update Profile, and the one change that was made in the profile was the description that was entered. That is all there is to editing your user profile.